Yes, I know, I hear you, and I feel the same because I've done the same update, the Big Bang Unpacked event update, and I couldn't see anything new, right? Well, no, I could see a couple of new watch faces, some customization option, but the Big Bang features like the VO2 Max, real-time monitoring, sweat loss control, nothing was there. Well, not to worry, because I figured it all out. I figured out how you can get all of this, and that is me giving back to you for subscribing to this channel and keep coming back to watch my videos. And maybe you already figured this out, then you are good to go, and more power to you then, of course. Step number 1, you download the latest update for your Galaxy Watch 4, and I really assume most of you have done this already. If not, well, I'm sorry to say you will have to wait, but please keep watching this video because there is so much interesting stuff. Step number 2, take your Galaxy Watch 4, take it in your hands, open up your app shelf, go to the Google Play Store, scroll down to My Apps, and you should see Samsung Health amongst other apps that need updating. Please update all of them, or please update the Samsung Health app because that's the most important one. Go and do this, get a coffee, go to the loo, whatever you feel like, just let it do its thing. Step number 3, go to your corresponding Galaxy phone. You have basically the one that is connected to your Galaxy Watch 4. And then go to the Google Play Store, type in Samsung Health, and you will see it also needs updating. And those 2 steps, or all 3 steps, are really crucial. Please update every single application, the one that is on your watch, but also the one that is on your phone. That is the most important part here. I will leave all the Samsung version numbers for the Samsung Health apps on the screen for you to check if you have the correct one installed. Otherwise, you will not get all these fancy schmancy new features. I know, now hang on. Before your wonderful people vanish, go out into the update jungle. There is so much more I need to tell you, because otherwise you're going to come back and say, well, I did everything and I couldn't see it. So stay with me. Okay, so let's start with the VO2 Max real-time control and also the sweat loss control, 2 new features that really caught my interest. So I went for a walk last night with my lovely pom-pom, and it turned out we are not great exercise buddies because we didn't achieve a minimum requirement set by Samsung. In order to have all these features activated, you will need to walk and or run at least 2.5 kilometers at once with a minimum speed of 5 kilometers an hour. I think that's around 3 miles per hour for my friends in the US, but that is what you need to do in order to get it going. So guess what? That's what I've done last night. I went jogging in the middle of the night. I was determined to see the results. I was determined to see all the results that Samsung has promised, all the new features, and I wanted to convey this back to you today. In return, I would ask you at least to consider to subscribe to this awesome channel, to subscribe to our awesome community. It is so much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so there are 2 ways of looking at your data. Obviously, number 1 is looking at your Galaxy Watch 4 while you do the exercise. Number 2 is looking at your Samsung Health app. I'm just going to pull up the app now in order to make it easy for you guys to see, but I will also show some watch footage here as well. You can see it's a bit of a different look than you had before. It has way more details now, but one of the new features down here, as we said, is the VO2 Max. And when you look at the results, I suppose I need to work on my result. It says fair. I'm in the top 60% for my age range, apparently. I think it's just a nice way of saying you need to get your stuff together and get more fit. And right next to it, you can see the sweat loss control. And these are the 2 new features that really caught my interest. And you can see here that it tells me how much I lost and how much I need to drink. And I think it's pretty cool. It does give you an idea of how much you lost, but also how much you should gain back in order to get ahead of the game. And a word of warning though, if you have a lovely dog like I have and the one that licks your sweat off all the time, well, you may want to consider up your game and get more pints afterwards of water, of course, pints of water. The next one is the heart recovery, right? There are 2 ways of looking at this as well. You can scroll up. Let's scroll up here and you will notice my heart rate recovery, which also needs some work on. My heart rate stayed really high for a long time. And that's what the graph here is showing. And here's how it's done. It will record your heart rate for another 2 minutes. Once you've finished your workout, basically you physically press the finish button on your Galaxy Watch 4 and then it will do a recording for the 2 minutes. And the idea behind this is really to check how fit you are, basically how fast the heart rate goes down. The faster it goes down, the more fit you are. So I'm obviously not that fit. If you want to view this on your watch because you don't have your phone with you, you have to go into the heart rate settings. not the exercise shelf, because it's not viewed in there, it's not shown up in there. But once you go in the heart rate settings, it will show up in there. Okay, now we get to the body composition and how do you set your targets and your goals. Again, you need to do this update in order to see this first. Here's what you need to do, because all you need to do is you tap on it. You will see obviously the fancy colors, which is cool, but you notice the 3 little dots right hand corner. That is important. That is where you need to go in order to set your goals, to set your targets. I have already set my targets. And what it does, it will coach you along the way. Here, for example, it tells me already how many calories I need to burn, well, apparently every day in order to achieve my goal. So there's obviously so much more to explore, but I will leave this up to you. I just wanted to show you how to set your targets. Let's go to sleep coaching now. And here's what you need to do. You go into the sleep settings section and you see the 3 little dots again, right hand corner, and then you can see sleep coaching. And you tap on it, and before anything happens, it will obviously need to record a whole bunch of series. Here it starts with 7 days before anything magical happens. But in the documents itself, it says 4 to 5 weeks before you become a real sleep wizard. One important piece I need to mention is that Samsung released a press release alongside the Unpacked event, whereby they stated that every Galaxy Watch 4 owner, everyone who buys a Galaxy Watch 4 will get up to 4 years of software support for this device. Yes, that is true and that is real. Always remember, you saw it here first. Thank you for watching. This was part 1. Part 2 is still to come. Obviously, I need to know which sleep animal I am. I will convey this back to you. So thank you for watching as always. Peace out.